Alright, so today the Mustang died and I got a guy to come and jump me off, and I don't know if lines got swapped. That's probably what happened, who knows, but for some reason the alternator started smoking, and upon closer inspection you can see that this plug is fried and that one down there is even worse. Like, wires are actually burnt to a crisp and disconnected down there. I suspect that the reason that it died was that my alternator crapped out anyways, because that battery that I had in there was pretty new. So really I'm not upset about that, because I need a bigger alternator to power the electric fans I'm going to be running, and I also need to take this off anyways to do an alternator relocation kit. So pretty much this is going to sit for now. When I get a chance to work on it, I'm going to I'll go ahead and order new plugs. The alternator that I need, I already have the relocation kit because it came with the On3 kit, and then I've already got the fans, and I will need a bigger radiator that I was going to run when I go turbo, so might as well go ahead and pick that up. And yeah, not a big deal. I took this battery from the truck just to start the Mustang up, and it does start and whatnot. But obviously with these kind of alternator connections, it's not charging anything, so it's not exactly dailyable condition, but definitely not the worst thing that could happen to it. Alright, so it's the next day. Took the battery out to get it up to O'Reilly's, and it was so dead they couldn't even test it, so they said it's got to charge for a while before they can even bother with that. So it's up there charging. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and take the alternator off because I ordered the new alternator and it comes with new plugs, so that solves that problem too. So yeah, no big deal at all. So I'm back from O'Reilly's. The battery tested good and charged up all the way, so the problem was in fact the alternator. So it's good news for me because I don't have to get another battery, and I wanted to get, like I said, I wanted to get a new alternator anyways, so it's all good. I'm going to do some research on removing the smog pump, so I'm probably going to just go ahead and do that while I'm at it and get this big stupid bracket out of the way, make room for the turbo. And then I'm going to consider just getting the thicker radiator and the electric fans to go ahead and throw on while I'm doing all this, but haven't decided yet, so we'll see. Alright, so it's time to get this thing back on the road. Got the new upgraded alternator in, got the one that came with this extra thicker cable, got these little accessories that come with it, got some tools, got a beer, got some time to work on it. So for now I'm just going to put the new alternator in the stock location so I can use the same belt and just get this thing driving again. I want to remove the smog pump at the same time, but apparently you have to get back here and pull stuff and mess with a bunch of vacuum lines. For now I just want to get it back on the road, and I'm going to be taking the intake off anyways, which apparently makes it easy to do the stuff you need to do back there. So I'm just going to do the smog pump when I do the turbo and heads and intake swap and all that. So for now, let's just slap this alternator on and call it a day. So it definitely looks good. There is a problem, and they do mention it on the website. Basically, you put the bottom bolt in, and then you go to install it and it doesn't quite reach to where it needs to go, and that's because it hits the smog bracket right there. So I know I'm going to be taking the smog bracket out eventually anyways, but for now, like I said, I just want to get on the road, so I'm just going to chop the smog bracket like they say right on that corner right there and get it done. Alright, got the bracket chopped. Should be plenty of room now. For anyone who's wondering, this is how big of a piece I had to cut. There it is compared to a thumb, so not that big, but should be just enough. Okay, got the alternator in, looks good, works with the stock belt. So now I just got to do a bit of wiring on the two plugs, not really much at all, and then throw a big wire in here and we'll call it a night. So the Mustang has reclaimed its battery back from the truck. We borrowed it for a while the alternator was down. Got the new alternator in, got the battery back in, charged up. So this is going to be our first start on the new alternator. I'm going to start it up and then check with a multimeter to see that it's charging well. So here we go. Hey, there's some tools that I lost. All right, here we go. Started right up. It's not squeaking or anything. See how it's charging. Alright, got the multimeter out. The negative on, positive on. It's making a little over 13 volts. Don't know if you can see it, but that means the alternator is working. So